Jim offered it might
All
be an
right,
inventory
we
issue.
are here trying to listen to Pete explain what he's videoing. Shut the fuck up, because I'm going to have to take that out. We're here videoing some trees and markings on trees in Shoshone Park. These are mysterious marks, and we suspect that these may be marked for demolition, but quite frankly, we don't know. Now, this is a maple tree, and it's quite a substantial tree, and there is nothing apparently wrong with it.
It's an oak, by the way.
Peter?
It's an
Oh,
oak
you're
tree.
right, that is an oak. You got it, it's an oak.
Peter?
And?
Well, you said there's apparently nothing wrong with it.
Hey.
This tree may be dying.
Yeah, I'm dying too, but I don't want anybody executing me.
Look at the condition of it.
The other blade is over
Once
here.
your bark is gone, doesn't take long for the bugs to kill the tree.
Do you see the leaves on this tree?
Oh, I'm just saying, look at up there. I'm right.
That tree's fine.
There's some blades over here, Peter.
Okay.
Peter? We're in the corner here. Let's look up here.
Could we get ourselves together a little bit here? I've got video of it, Bill, one at a time. I can only video 1,000 things at once.
Oh, man, you can't do 1,001.
Well, what does that mean?
See if you can figure it out, because I do know what that one means.
Shaking my head, 1067.
And where's it pointing to?
Right there.
You
That
got
manhole.
it. He's got it. It's a manhole. Guess what that
Sewer.
means?
And
manhole.
this SUV has got to go.
SMH, sewer manhole.
Shake. Shaking my head.
That's the prize.
Shaking my head, 1067. Which doesn't make any sense because that's not the address.
Yeah, it may not be the address, but that's the number.
It's a number. Yes. I think it's probably the address for...
All right, so there's something wrong with this manhole.
Probably, it'll probably have to be just a number on it.
All right, here we have a garden that was supported by Martin Lunenfield Beautification Grant Gardens, and there is a blaze. This is a maple tree here, and it's in fine shape.
Now, you take them down all at once. No, you should.
Now,
Where's the plan to restore them? And where's the landscape plan? Where's all these?
Larry, discipline, discipline. This is a dead tree here. I think we can all agree that one's dead. Well, it's not completely dead. There are live branches here, but
These trees have been dying for years.
so have I, but I'm still here.
But you know what did
And you know what? No one has sprayed me with pink
I was
paint.
just going to say, get a spray can.
What did happen is during the winter snowstorm, a tree on the fence boundary there took out that fencing, the backstop for the Little League.
Larry,
And that cost some money, obviously, to fix and replace.
Larry, you're going to be in the video. Okay, so this one apparently is marked for death. All right, walking along the path a little bit here. Larry, shut up a minute, okay? Jesus Christ. You know, that's going to be on the video too. Okay, this is a large oak, and it is in pretty damn good shape, and it's got lots of leaves. Here is a small tree, probably a linden. It's marked for death.
I have no idea. I mean, it does.
Is this a locust or a linden?
Yeah.
What kind of tree is this, locust or linden? It's one or the other.
Something with small leaves.
It's marked for death. I got one of these on my front lawn.
No, Larry.
All right, what else we got? Wait a minute. Looks like a willow here. It's marked for death.
I don't think that was a ball.
It's clearly dead. Really, obviously. I mean, look.
Well, you know, these things need a lot of water.
So, guys, this is not a Homestead Park, right?
Here's this. You've got a picnic area. You've got a little playground.
There's another tree over here.
You know what? Just go ahead.
But let's
Just
go
go
with
ahead.
This. Is this an Homestead Park?
No, of course not.
Okay, that's and play that. Look with the city. This is the reason we need Homestead. Sometimes you gotta back them up. This is the reason we need Homestead.
Okay, another one. Another one marked for death over here.
This is why we have parks that are multi-use parks.
Because little disciplined kids, I'm the only one working here. Little disciplined kids. Okay, another tree.
Dead tree, right?
No, it's not. This tree
It's dead.
is obviously
It's
live.
dead.
It's had storm damage that wasn't properly dealt with.
Dead.
Uh,
Taking the trees down to make bags out.
Except the bats are made out of
or
they took the ash down already.
Well, there was a big ash issue in the city because of the
There's still is. Look at that tree all around here still.
emerald beetle.
I know the story.
the maple beetles. The maple beetles are eating the maple trees here.
Okay, story here, dead. Every tree in here that you can find is marked dead.
Well, trees do get in the way of baseball games.
Absolutely, I agree.
And what's important, baseball games or this being a park? Why isn't that one over there marked for death? Oh, it is marked for death. Hey, Larry, it is marked for death. I found another one. Oh, in fact, everything here is marked for death. Here we probably got a Norway or something. Not a very big or old tree. It's marked. Not a very big or old tree. It's marked. Another maple over here. It's marked for death. Obviously had very little maintenance, but it's a fine tree. Well, I think the entire canopy here apparently gets in the way. All right, this tiny little tree. What kind of tree is this, kids?
They can.
Okay, I don't know if we can see this. That's a little better. There's a dead tree stump here that was never properly cleared years ago. And it looks like there's a weed tree growing out of the stump. This is probably the survivor tree. And it's not marked for death. So it's primarily a bush. And I guess the bushes will stay up. So bushes are okay here. There literally does not appear to be anything here that isn't marked for death. Another oak tree marked for death. Oh, hey you guys, this tree here.
Yeah, it's dead.
No, it's okay. There's no red mark on this tree.
It's leading. It's leading. It's going to kill you, Peter. You better get away from it because it's going to kill you any second.
This tree here is okay. That one is going to be saved. Okay, so that's good.
This used to have a light on it.
That's right.
But it's not been marked for death.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it has.
the blaze
Right
right
here.
here.
Oh, it's got a blaze too? Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, so this tree is dead also.
Now, Peter, this tree over here, this black tree, that's marked for death.
Okay then. Well, I think we need to clear this area here so there'll be a lot more room for me.
I think we get another baseball field.
I'm thinking a cricket field.
Oh, yeah.
That way the Muslims can come over to this side of Main Street and play cricket.
I take it back. This one is marked. This one's dead. This is a dead tree.
Okay, this tree is dead. That's going to be removed.
Peter, this one too. Peter, this one's marked for
Larry, Larry. Peter. Larry. All right, well, we're going to need some sort of explanation as to why all the trees in Shoshone Park are being removed.
And the lampposts. It don't work. Down or fell down
This-
here for years.
Well, look at how dangerous this is, okay? This branch fell down,
Oh my God.
and it's just laying here, and that could easily kill someone.
You know what? That branch didn't fall down. Somebody did that to camouflage that.
I am taking this to Byron Brown's house right now so he can
This branch
see
is attacking you right now. It's going after you.
how
It's a
dangerous
killer
this is.
down branch.
Okay, another tree marked for death.
And this is doing a lot of work out here. This is good.
Here's Larry's bike with his Coors Light can.
Look at this nice piece of equipment here. We really need this.
I don't think bikers should be biking around drunk like that. What do you think, Bill?
Well,
All right, what about the next one here?
he needs to burn the alcohol off.
I've got alcohol in the park. Is that an offense?
You do. You did. Okay, this one's leaving.
Oh, that's cool. A real full 45. Yeah, look wrong.
Now I understand.
Oh, that's the big bell.
Cash, Will Ranzo, Holly, Aya, Danny, Asher, Chloe, Ben. Oh my gosh, her head!
Yeah, technically we might. Larry, what do we done? Okay.
Light it up, boys. Light it up. Bring it in, boys.
Guy wire, so that pole will fall over. That's going to be removed.
Replace the sweat support here. We're going to contact National Grid to reorient.
Another maple. Could certainly use some maintenance. I mean, there's dead branches that fell down years ago that are rotting up there. Don't know if you can see that. Zero maintenance for years. Thank you, Parks Department. This is some sort of crabberry tree. Another one here. All right, well, I think we have enough video here to make the point that it looks like there are plans afoot to eliminate every possible tree in this park. Some of which are obviously very old. And interestingly enough, there's some weed trees here that aren't marked. And total lack of maintenance by Parks Department here. Let's see if this trail of devastation continues over here. I mean, look at the lousy maintenance. Here we got a tree growing through the fence that rotted years ago.
They didn't bother to replace that one, did they?
Well, it's rotting by itself.
This one we go, other part, that one, big one's marked over there. There's two over there on that. Yep. Up and over here, there's that.
I think we may have a survivor tree here. I'm not sure.
Really?
I don't know. Am I missing the mark? Looks like that one will be left. That's a scrawny looking maple. Now there's more blazes over here though. They just must have missed this one. Apparently there's a deforestation project going on. Kind of a clump tree over here. Not in great shape, but it's growing. Been marked for death. Another tree marked for death. Can't quite see. Some sort of smallish leaf tree here. Probably a chestnut. Hard to say. I'm looking at stuff on the ground. And oh, it's a walnut. This is a walnut tree. There's a walnut here. Walnut tree. We're going to make furniture out of this for the mayor.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Mayor's office is going to have furniture made from Shoshone Park. It's clearly a planned deforestation project. I don't see a blaze on this one. Okay, we've got another tree here on the eastern entrance of Shoshone. Walnut tree apparently, from what I see on the ground. It's marked for death. Nice tree. The Tree Hugger Society of America should get on this because we've clearly got a deforestation project planned here. Here's kind of a scrawny, scraggly, but this is really more bad maintenance than anything. I do not see any intent to take the scrawly, scrangly down, which I find fascinating. This is probably the silliest looking tree here. Got a fire hydrant here. I don't see that it's marked for death. A lot of scrawly scragglies here on the entrance to Shoshone off Beard. May not be on city property, hard to know. Another tree at the entrance. Don't know what it is. Could use maintenance. Got an interesting hole in it here where small animals could live, but I'm not seeing a destruction blaze on it. I haven't seen a single tree here yet that I thought should come down or that wouldn't benefit from some maintenance. South of the parking lot is a tree that is obviously dead. And this one's fascinating because it doesn't have a single leaf. It's obvious that it's dead. I really don't think it's a threat to anybody, but it is not marked for demolition that we can determine.
Yeah. This tree, well, right around
Amazing stuff. Welcome to your city of Buffalo where nothing makes sense. And those leaves over there, by the way, up there, they're from another tree. All right, we're continuing along videoing now. This is the western edge of Shoshone. Here is another oak, small oak. It's got a mark of death on it here. Hard to interpret this, but the pink mark we don't think is a good sign. And just about everything alive is marked with a pink mark here, except bushes. Okay, it's a rather magnificent oak here. It's marked pink. This is a gorgeous tree. Terrific crown, looks to be in great shape. It's marked for death here. Another one out here. I think it's safe to say that essentially every tree here is marked. Well, this is going to be some picnic grove if you like sitting out in the blazing sun with no vegetation cover whatsoever. Another one marked for death here. Hope that pink shows up well. Travel along a little further here. So it would appear that every possible tree that they can chop down in Shoshone is scheduled to be blasted away. And now I'm wondering,
these three have been saved.
I guess they don't mind if there's stuff on the tennis court. Is that it? Another one interior there, marked for death. Yeah, it's a deforestation project. That's what it is. That little picnic grove will be nice if you love sitting out in the blazing sun with no canopy whatsoever. I mean, are we marking the trees that are to be saved or that are to be killed? That's what I'm wondering now.
And that's a question to find out. Although they wouldn't be marking dead trees to be saved. Or is this part of something that's saying, look, these I want all these?
This is a very viable tree. I'm not sure what this is. It's got a small heart-shaped leaf, an oval shape with a point on the end. I'm not sure what this is. We're talking essentially maples and oaks that they're taking out. Here's a fir. of some sort, probably, you know, a Norway or something.
So
If they really intend to remove all these trees, this is breathtaking.
then, so where would you find tree huggers? Who might know some? Possibly Elbers?
I don't know. They may be the ones taking them down.
Yes, but they, you know, they might be able to find some people.
Yeah, but if they're taking them down, they won't be helping keeping them up.
Well, no, you don't go there and ask them that specifically.
Well, we could go ask them who they hate then, and then we can get a hold of them. What about these trees? Let's take a look at these, because these are interior. I mean, this is going to look like the Sahara Desert when they get done. That tree doesn't seem to be marked. Nothing?
Nope.
So a handful of the interior trees seem to be...
Probably
So-
not going to take this one down because the water line anyways, it can't go anywhere. So this one's not marked. But I've noticed we're also not marking these weird looking evergreens.
Well, it's probably in Norway or something. They're designed to grow a little oddly. They're almost a
No,
living...
I like the tree. I just happen to notice that none of those.
It's a living bonsai. That's what it is. All right, we need a ride now. Got a mark on a smallish tree. Looks to be a locust. Hasn't been around that long. Apparently isn't going to be around much longer. This is now north of Little League baseball field.
So far, it looks like this. Inside that trap
Is saved.
is safe.
Outside is gone. All right, so there's a whole bunch of interior trees that are going down also. And this is a beautiful maple here.
This tree's coming out.
Where I didn't see, oh, here's the blaze. Okay. I mean, that one was just planted. Are they chopping that one down too? How about this one? This one marked?
This one's marked. Marked right here on the side.
So this is somebody's Christmas tree. How about the one that they just planted?
It's already dead.
Well, nobody watered it. First year you got to do something. No, it's marked. It's dead. Yeah, this one is recently planted and it's not been well cared for, and it's marked for death. I can't tell if this one's marked, but it's consistent. Well, this one's it's consistent with being blown away, but I don't see the spray can on it. All right, I've seen enough. It's making me sick. Another tiny little tree just planted, obviously in the last couple years. It's marked for death. How about that Charlie Brown tree over there by you?
Yeah, this one's marked.
What kind of tree is that? sort of a spade-shaped leaf. Don't know what it is. In Amherst, this would be the oldest tree they had in town. And here it is, marked for death. It appears that anything that's anywhere near a picnic bench, in fact, south of the oval that's around the baseball fields, has been marked for death. And outside to the west also, correct? How about the north?
So everything over there.
Everything on the western end is marked for death. How about on the north end?
South of this, west and north.
Did we look at north end?
Well,
Let's go over there. Pretty weird looking oddball tree on the western side of Shoshone. Pretty healthy. I guess it's a maple. Needs maintenance, but not marked for death.
nothing south of the crossover there. So here.
Well, we're north of the crossover.
No, nothing. Oh yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.